good, yo? Welcome to my first impressions for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Almost forgot the series was starting this week. I literally was like, after NXT, I was sitting down to relax, thinking about maybe I was gonna go back and read more emojis, more reviews, fanfic, Izocha, you know. And then I kind of like was scrolling, then I saw a new post, one of the posters for Born Again Season 2. Now streaming, I was like, oh shit! I forgot it's streamed that I went on Disney Plus. I was like, is it actually still streaming? And yep, there was the first episode. Thankfully, only the first episode. This ain't like Invincible, they're gonna drop the first 3. I'm like, motherfucker! Only the first episode though. Not gonna lie, Apartment does got wish we got like maybe 2 episodes. Anyway, but yeah, man. The show was this. We finally have Born Again Season 2. Obviously, Jessica Jones is in here, man. We have the detective character from the Daredevil. The Netflix series also confirmed to coming back. There's, you know, it's up in the air if the other Defenders are going to show up. Are we going to see, you know, Luke Cage? Are we going to see Iron Fist? Are we going to see Colleen or Misty? Fucking Malcolm, because Jessica Jones, we know Jessica Jones there. Are we gonna, is Malcolm going to make an appearance, man? Who is the, I recently found out, is actually the RPM Red Ranger, a different facial hair maker. I literally watched all 3 seasons of Jessica Jones, and I've seen bits and pieces and clips of RPM, and never once did I think to put 2 together till I like either saw it on his credits or like I saw something else. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know he was Malcolm. So yeah, crazy. But it would be kind of cool if we got to see Malcolm as well. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that, ladies and gentlemen, how much of the Netflix crew is in this, and do we get to that it assembles in this ensemble. Like I said, obviously you guys know I want them. I want Spidey, which obviously is the biggest, like, up in the air. Cloak and Dagger, I'm glad to see make an appearance as well, though I don't know if we will. I mean, Wonder Man, including the same, like, tech or Cypress Supernatural power system or whatever stuff that Cloak has in there definitely gives me hope that we might see Cloak and Dagger in this. I don't know. Maybe will Daredevil be in fucking Spider-Man Brand New Day and he's helping Peter out with the hand and he's just getting kept out of the trailers? I don't know. I don't know. These are the massive reds. These are the questions for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, man. But yeah. Regardless of whether we not see Spidey, if we get to see Spidey, awesome. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Hey, we don't get him there. Hopefully, maybe we'll get him in, like, you know, No Way Home. You're not No Way Home. In Brand New. He was in No Way Home, but in Brand New Day, we'll get to see Spidey and Daredevil fully interact finally. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Anyway, but yeah, man, anyway, enough me rambling. Let's get into the first episode itself, man. The first episode was awesome, man. I loved it, man, and goddamn, you can tell that there is no fuckery with this one. They are not having to, like, work around 8 already shot episodes and, you know, have to work around that to, like, course correct things. We're now getting straight to business, man. We are getting straight to business. And, man, like, I was also kind of shocked when the episode started up and he already had the black suit with the double Ds. I thought that was going to be, like, a couple episodes later on, because we see in the trailer him, like, spray painting the suit and taking out the little decal or whatever that actually was holding that where the double Ds are shown. So that was kind of shocking. I figured that we were going to see it like maybe in episode like 3 or something, we would see the double Ds. But nah, episode 1, he already got the black suit on, so I guess we're going to have another episode that's like a flashback to what's going on with that. And also, I asked him, man, the cinematography, like I said, this is the biggest tell you can tell that there is no more course correction, that the current team, you guys know, is the same showrunners that did Loki, if I remember correctly, are Batman, because the cinematography of the show for this first episode, man, was incredible, man. This episode looked amazing. And yeah, anyway, guys, enough of me rambling. Let's just jump into the show. Starts, of course, Charlie Cox, Margarita Levita, Deborah, and Wilson Bernthal, and of course, Vincent D'Onofrio, and of course, my main man, Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard is in this season, man. I don't think he ever appeared in the trailer, but we know he was going to be a character in this show. And man, it was good to see Matthew Lillard, man. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with his character. And I'm just happy to see Matthew Lillard in the MCU, man, to play CM, man. You love to see a good actor working, man. But yeah, anyway, for the plot, I'm just gonna read off the episode synopsis of IMDb for the first episode of season 2, because like I said, you know, it's not updates, probably the same one for season 1. Anyway, Daredevil is hiding, but he isn't laying low. A shadowy player from Washington D.C. emerges. Bit of a random synopsis, but whatever. So yeah, man. Like I said, the episode starts off hot, man. Like he's already rocking the double D suit. Like I said, which I thought we were gonna get like wait like a couple hours till we get that, man. It starts off hot, man, with Matt going in there and like investigating this boat that had like some gun shipments on it, and immediately puts belt to ass, man. He is just one shot and being quick work of the goons, man. We got our compound fractures, man. Shit's crazy, man. It's awesome. And we also once again get the whole like expanding aspect ratio thing when Daredevil starts to use like his radar sight, focusing on a particular sound before it goes back, man. It looks so cool in season 1, and it looks so clear. I don't know if they actually use IMAX cameras for these scenes, because it looks like the resolution also gets a bump as well. So I don't know if they're using IMAX cameras or IMAX, approved cameras for these certain shots or not. But either way, man, it looks so fucking cool. So we have that, man, and which ended up being the main focus episode was just on Matt and really actually him and Karen. And minor spoiler, but this is like the opening 10 minutes of the episode. Just to get not Foggy. Now, hopefully we'll see Foggy alive soon enough, because we know he's in season 2. That's been confirmed. Anyway, is that Matt and Karen are a thing here, which was shocking to me. Now, yes, if you guys are well versed in Daredevil, you know that this has been this is already a thing. This is nothing new, because that was like a main thing in the comics was Daredevil and Karen had a relationship, or him or her, Matt. And she was the one that originally died in Born Again, not Matt, when they did the fake out in season 3. I think that was season 3. So but I was kind of shocked to see them actually pull the trigger on it for Born Again, given I don't know if they were ever together. I know they kissed once in season 1 or season 2 or something, man. It's been so long since I've seen those earlier seasons of Daredevil, man. So excuse my memory, but I know they had a kiss somewhere. I don't know if they ever did anything after that or whatnot, but yeah, they're straight up a couple here, which was kind of surprising to see, man. I was kind of shocked to see them actually pull the trigger on that. Matt ended up being the main focus episode. Kingpin is like a glorified cameo almost, man. He really doesn't do much in this episode outside of making a couple appearances in the opening of the episode when the ship capsizes once Matt is breaking shit and trying to investigate them, and the crew members that were there just end up capsizing it just so they can get out and try to get rid of Daredevil at the same time. So you got that whole thing where they're trying to figure out how to spin this. There's another scene when Matthew Lillard gets introduced into the series, gets introduced in the mayor's office, man. But yeah, that's about it. This is surprisingly does not have a big focus this episode, which was kind of shocking, man. But yeah, this was mainly a Matt episode. We get to see more of his little Punisher, task force there, like the Thunderbolt thing from Devil's Reign. Which one thing I will say is that now apparently Frank is nowhere to be seen. He's completely MIA for season 2. He is not in the season, so obviously we know he's going to be getting his own Disney Plus, Marvel Spotlight special thing. We know it's also going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So obviously we're going to see Frank somewhere, and probably the special will explain what happened between seasons. But I do, and so this is my first, I guess you could say, flaw with the series, or with the season rather. Depending on how it goes, like I said, this could end up being a non-issue, but just from everything I've heard, apparently Frank is not in this at all. I do find it a bit weird that they introduced this task force that's obviously inspired by the Punisher, and now actually have bulletproof vests that are styled like his skull rather than just having spray painted skulls on like they did in season 1. Which I must say, the bulletproof jacket these guys are rocking, man, is really fucking cool, man. I think it looks slick. The text that they got on there, man, looks cool, man. Those are some slick vests they got on there. Also, Cole Phillips, if I remember his name right, who you guys know, it was also from Chip Zdarsky's run, was also not in this episode at all, man. It was mostly focused on the main white dude, which obviously, we got more episodes, we'll probably see him more in there, man. Like I said, I'm still very curious what they're going to be doing with him, considering, how he was in the comics, so I'm really kind of curious to see what they're going to do with him, man. But hopefully we learn something new. I would kind of wish we got to see this episode just to see something from him, but no. But hopefully we'll get something and figure out, and we'll see what they have in store for Cole, given how he given his whole characterization of how he was in the comic, which is definitely the one thing I've been like most curious about since he's been introduced and he's part of the task force, and given how he was in the comics, like the complete opposite. The music is once again amazing, man. Like the soundtrack they were playing like this more like operatic sort of like a song during like the main fight scene, man. That was really fucking cool, man. The cinematography, like I said, looked amazing, man. Especially during like when we get to see the law for Matt worked out for a while. It looks really good, man. There's this one shot where one of Fisk's guys kills someone in the back of the head in his little like black spot, in his little black spot or whatever. I feel like I'm saying there's a word for like something like what Guantanamo man. It was called black spot or something. I forget the exact terminology. Maybe. Where he like shoots him and like you have like all these like lights lined up together and he walks away, man. It was a beautiful shot, man. We get to see the living area that Matt and Karen are living in, which I think is in like the back room of the bar from the first episode, I believe. I believe so anyway. That looked really nice as well, man. The fight choreography once again is great, man. Like they definitely lean more into the more acrobatic stuff aspects of Daredevil, man. I really like the fight. Obviously, the opening fight in the ship was really cool, but I also like the one that takes place in, I forget the dude's name, the guy with the glasses, man, that's like Matt's informant, the guy that's like a P in his own personal PI, basically Jessica Jones, and I'm almost, given how this episode ends, it really feels like you could really feel this is course correct, and they're just like trying to get rid of all those Access characters from the before the pre-revisions and the team came on. They're just trying to like get rid of everything from that so that they can properly make Daredevil season 4. Just to not get into spoilers, but it does seem like they're just like one by one seemingly getting rid of each and every one of those characters till we back to the main Daredevil. But we'll see about that, if this dude survives or not, or ends up dying. We'll have to wait and see on that next week. But yeah, man, I really like the fight that was inside of his apartment. That fight was really cool, man, with like him using his billy club in the different ways he was using it, man. It was really cool. I think for other flaws, I would say, like I said, I mentioned the whole thing about Punisher not being here. I think it's kind of weird, and like you're doing this big ensemble that will seemingly have all the Defenders back, maybe even Cloak and Dagger, maybe even Spider-Man make an appearance, and to not have Punisher, maybe Echo might also be there as well. To not have Punisher does feel a bit weird, but like I said, we are getting a special, so maybe we'll get some answers and some additional follow-ups with the whole Punisher, task force thing in that or something. But wait, there's also this other character that they introduced, seemingly, that they introduced, like, she's like this big, oh shit, and here's the other character from the Netflix series. Now, maybe this chick is, and I just don't remember her, man. Like I said, it has been years since I've watched any of the seasons of the Netflix series of Daredevil. But I thought that was kind of bizarre. They introduced, like, she's like this big, oh shit, reveal character, and I'm like, who are you? I don't know, listen, she might be a Netflix character, I just forgot, but she's like some rando to me, so I don't know why they were like lingering on shots of her in slow-mo, making it seem like it was like this big reveal, when I really wasn't, man. But yeah, I would say between this and the first and season one definitely had the stronger first episode with the fight between Matt and Bullseye, man. Though Bullseye, we do get a brief cameo Bullseye at the end of the episode, that was pretty cool. But yeah, the first episode, season 1, was definitely the better first episode, man. That episode, man, whew, that was something. That was an incredible first episode. But this one was amazing in its own right too, man. But yeah, obviously, we got a lot more show to get through, man. We still got Jessica Jones. Maybe we'll get, like I said, we'll get the rest of the Defenders in there as well. Maybe we'll get Malcolm. Maybe we'll get Cloak and Dagger, Spidey to join Matt on his crusade. We'll have to wait and see on that if any of my predictions are right, and we at least get Spidey. If Spidey appears, man, oh, y'all know I'm going to flip my shit on Twitter. Anyway, guys, overall, this first episode of 9 out of 10, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me so you feel like it. Links are across below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.